Welcome back to Falcon Update here on YBTV. I'm Sarah Marshall.
And I'm Danielle Leppert. This past Friday, the Messiah community mourned together as we experienced the loss of one of our own. Brendan James Heisey was a senior chemistry major who spoke joy and kindness into every space he entered. He was known not only for his academic dedication, but for his deep compassion, contagious laughter, and the way he made others feel seen and valued. As we grieve this immense loss, we remember the light Brendan brought to this campus and the lives he touched along the way. Our thoughts and prayers remain with his family, friends, and all of those who knew and loved him.
If you or someone you know is grieving from the loss or struggling with mental health, Messiah offers a variety of free resources. Counseling services are available at the Engel Center Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. by appointment, or one crisis walk-in counseling visit is available per day. Students can make appointments by calling 717-796-5357 or by walking into the Engel Center. Timely Care Telehealth is also available 24/7 for all Messiah students through the Timely Care app. For more questions or mental health resources, visit Engel Center at messiah.edu or call 717-691-6035.
Messiah hosted the Graduate and Professional Studies Information Fair last Monday outside the campus store. This event involved Messiah's graduate programs to help students with next steps in their education. This gave students an opportunity to learn about Messiah graduate programs by asking questions and making connections. Students who stopped by were entered to win a gift card at the campus store. They were given pens, candy, and brochures about the programs as a part of their attendance. It was a great opportunity for those thinking about going to grad school.
SAB hosted its first bingo night on Tuesday. Students packed the Union for the first rendition of Bingo Nights with Messiah Essentials Bingo. Students anxiously waited, filling up their cards for the right number to be called, and win a variety of prizes including gift cards to local restaurants, movie night bundles, snacks, dorm essentials, and more. To stay up to date on all the happenings on campus, follow SAB on Instagram at MessiahSAB.
SAB hosted a craft night this past Wednesday in the Jordan Klein Lounge. SAB offered students a colorful plethora of crafting supplies to fuel their creativity. Attendees designed banners, vision boards, and the like, while instrumental music strummed softly in the background, providing students with a relaxing break from studying. Snacks were also provided at the event, including cookies, Rice Krispie treats, and iced chai. If you happen to miss the event, check out SAB's Instagram at MessiahSAB to learn more about future crafting opportunities such as this one.
On Thursday, Minds Matter helped get to know us in the Jordan Klein Atrium. Students were able to enjoy refreshments while engaging in conversation and mindfulness activities, such as decorating pots and planting flowers. The Minds Matter team provided an overview of their leaders and their main objectives, which primarily include helping students navigate the daily challenges surrounding mental illness and disabilities, as well as eliminating negative stigmas surrounding mental health. They also provided information about the numerous resources on campus that are free and always available to students and new opportunities within Minds Matter.
So we're starting something new this year called Executive Members. It's the idea that basically anyone in the community can come and help serve with Minds Matter, set up for events, hang out in our office, and yeah, just hang out and be with the team.
For more information regarding Minds Matter, you can follow them on Instagram at Minds Matter Messiah or email them at mindsmatter@messiah.edu.
We will be right back with more Falcon Update after the break.
What drew me to Messiah was when I was looking for graduate programs, that it was real people and they were welcoming me to the program. They were interested in who I was as a person, they were interested in my career goals, and they truly just welcomed me before I was even a student.
At Messiah University, in our graduate program of Business and Leadership, we offer an MBA with various concentrations, a Master of Arts in Healthcare Leadership, a Master of Arts in Strategic Leadership, and various graduate certificates. All of our graduate programs in business and leadership are accredited by ACBSP, which is main governing body for business programs, both at the graduate and undergraduate level.
So I found that the online instruction at Messiah was high quality. Definitely a good experience and an experience that maintained community, even though we were separated by geography sometimes of considerable distances.
Our online courses are capped at 15. This enables students to really develop a deep connection with faculty as they're being mentored throughout the program.
They brought their business experience to every single class. So our professors are teaching us, this is what it's like in the real world, and this is how you can take all the stuff out of this book, all this leadership theory, and practically apply it in the workplace.
I would highly recommend Messiah's programs because I feel very cared for by the faculty. They do a great job of making you apply your faith to where you're working. The MBA program is a good reminder that you can be a faithful business professional, and I just feel like I'm becoming a better person and I'm going to be a better future leader because of this program.
Join the Student Government Association on September 29th from 6 to 8 p.m. in the Larson Student Union for a town hall with Interim President John Stuckey and his cabinet. Come hear from John Stuckey and his team as they talk about how they serve Messiah University, answer questions, and listen to concerns from the student body. Bring a friend, grab a seat, and make your voice heard at Messiah University. September 29th from 6 to 8 p.m. in the Larson Student Union.
Welcome back to Falcon Update. I'm Danielle Leppert.
And I'm Sarah Marshall. Danielle, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, thanks. I was able to go home, spend some time with my sister this weekend for her housewarming. That was a lot of fun. And no classes tomorrow. I think everyone's a little excited for that. Yeah, how about you? How's your day going?
Doing pretty good. A little bit busy, but I'm also super looking forward to in-service day tomorrow. Hoping to go hiking with some of my friends, so looking forward to that. But let's see what Cameron Fisher has in the works for this week's Falcon forecast. Cameron?
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to this edition of the Falcon forecast. My name is Cameron Fisher, and I will be bringing you the weather for this week. Starting off at 77 degrees right now in Grantham, Pennsylvania. The high today was supposedly 80, but it didn't really feel like it. Low was 62. That is more accurate. Precipitation 11%, humidity at 63%. Looking at our Tuesday planner here, 9 a.m. use that rest while you get it on in-service day tomorrow. 67 degrees, partly cloudy skies, and later in the day, 82 degrees, nice weather to get outside, even though it's going to rain, but I love rain, so get outside while you can. Looking ahead at our surface map, we see a front coming through, and that is a stationary front, which basically means that all of the precipitation and cloud cover we're seeing is going to be consistent for the next few weeks. Looking ahead at our temperature map that goes into that a little more, in south central Pennsylvania, we see temperatures at around 60-ish degrees, and that basically means that Central PA is trying to hit every season in a week. Looking ahead at our dew points, and for those of you who don't know what dew points are basically the humidity for the week, so good to know that. Today it was 58 degrees, or 58, 65 tomorrow, 67, upper 70s on Thursday, really rainy on Thursday, and Friday back down to 65. Looking ahead at our 7-day forecast here, Tuesday, as I mentioned earlier, it is going to rain like heck tomorrow, and on Thursday, partly cloudy on Wednesday, high of 80. We start to see the sun come back out for some fall activities Saturday and Sunday, and our next show on Monday is not going to be here. Tune into the SGA Town Hall for a great show then, but that's all I have from now, sending it back to the desk.
Thanks, Cameron. Now it's time for this week's campus calendar, and Josiah Rodriguez is here to tell us what's happening on campus this week.
Good evening, Messiah University. My name is Josiah Rodriguez, here to deliver this week's campus calendar, sharing all the interesting events that you can partake in over the next few days. This Tuesday, the Murray Library is hosting Pages in Peace, a Read What You Want book club where from 3:30 to 4:30, you could join others from casual readers to bookworms in a collective time to sit, snack, chill, and read all together for 45 minutes. Feel free to get lost in the words that a book may offer and spend time with your fellow gatherers to discuss and share what you've read. Whether it's classic literature, romantic misadventures, or action-packed comics, feel free to spend some of your day in an exploration through Pages. That'll be Tuesday, September 21st, 2025. Now, for all my fellow foodies out there, this Wednesday, the Chemistry Club will be teaching you how to make your very own ice cream using liquid nitrogen, all while learning some knowledgeable facts along the way. Even if some of you may not be salivating over a night of science after a heavy day of classes, you've got to admit that nothing sounds better than ending your day with some free homemade ice cream to satisfy those sweet tooth cravings. If you want to craft your own ice cream, come to Jordan 06th Street from 7 to 9 to reap some truly sweet rewards. That is Wednesday, September 22nd, 2025. If the ice cream won't satisfy your taste for sweets, however, come on down to the SAB's Dirty Soda Pop-Up this Thursday from 10 to 2 at the front of Legacy Park. If you're in the mood for a refreshing drink to cherish, they'll have plenty to offer and enjoy. So, feel free to stop by, engage with some new people, and enjoy a tasty beverage of your choice. That'll be Thursday, September 25th, 2025, in front of Legacy Park. Now, if you're looking for some good plans for Friday night, I have two options that might fulfill those needs. On one end, SAB will be having their first movie screening for the new Marvel film Thunderbolts at 8 p.m. at Parma Cinema, with a following screening on Saturday at 7 if you are unable to make it. If you want to see a film focused on great characters, great storytelling, great action, and great fun, Thunderbolts is the film for you. That is Friday, September 26, 2025 at Parma Cinema at 8 p.m. If not in a movie mood, however, feel free to hang by a cozy and warm fire pit for some fellowship, s'mores, and fall vibes at the Campfire and S'mores Community Night from 7 to 8:30. At the Union Patio, whether you want to chill and relax time with friends or looking for a quick snack, it'll be an enjoyable time to savor the September season on campus. Friday, September 26, 2025, Campus and S'mores Community Night. That'll be led by Student Ministries at the Larson Student Union from 7 to 8:30. Finally, this Saturday, we have Messiah's annual Homecoming Dance, an event where you can dress your best, enjoy some complimentary meals, hit the dance floor in style, and have a blast of a night. Whether you're partying with a merry band of friends or looking for a good time with your special someone, join us at the Brubaker Gymnasium from 7 to 10 for this monumental event, one I can guarantee you will not want to miss. Saturday, September 27, 2025, the Homecoming Dance from SAB, Brubaker Gym, 7 to 10 p.m. That's a wrap on this week's campus calendar. Heading out, I'm Josiah Rodriguez, sending it back to the desk for the rest of tonight's amazing show here at YBTV.
Thanks, Josiah. Danielle, what is your go-to coffee order?
Normally, I typically get matcha. However, I have been starting to get the caramel macchiatos at Falcon. They are pretty good with a little bit of sweet foam on top. Highly recommend.
That sounds amazing.
What's your go-to coffee order?
I love a latte with sweet cold foam on top too. If I can have brown sugar and cinnamon in the same drink, then I'm happy. I'm all for those fall-themed flavors.
Yes, I was going to say that's a very fall drink.
Definitely.
Yes.
Well, let's see what people around campus had to share. Gabriela Rios has this week's Falcon on the Street.
My name is Gabby, and I'll be your reporter for Falcon on the Street today. Today's question is, what's your go-to coffee order? Let's go. All right, what's your favorite go-to coffee order?
So I actually don't like coffee, but my favorite go-to drink order is probably a White Monster.
That's real. What's your go-to coffee order?
I don't drink coffee, but I like water.
Same. What's your favorite go-to coffee order?
An iced blueberry latte with vanilla.
That's good. Cool. What's your favorite go-to coffee order?
An iced white mocha.
That's cool. Nice. What's your favorite go-to coffee order?
Folgers, instant decaf coffee. When I drink it occasionally, it's not all the time, but I like it. And I drink the decaf because the caffeine affects me.
What's your favorite go-to coffee order?
I usually do iced mocha, and then I add toasted marshmallow.
What's your go-to coffee order, you guys?
I take an iced coffee, pump of caramel, and pump of vanilla.
That's good. And you?
I'm the same, just with sweet cold foam on top.
Nice. What's your go-to coffee order?
I would say an iced vanilla latte. Keep it simple.
Your coffee order?
Black coffee.
Keeping it simple? That's cool.
Early morning.
So, what's your favorite coffee order?
I would say salted caramel macchiato, my favorite coffee order.
My name is Gabriela Rios, and this was Falcon on the Street. My favorite go-to coffee order is just a simple latte, though. Nothing special. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
That's all we have for right now, but stay tuned because Connor and Libby are going to be bringing you the latest on Messiah sports.
I wanted to go to a Christian college, and then I toured at some other Christian colleges, and Messiah felt like it had a really good balance between both a serious education program and also having a way to help their students further their faith and push their faith.
We have 3 concentrations for the biology major: biomedical, organismal, and the general concentration.
I did tons and tons of college visits, and Messiah's biology program was just unparalleled.
So we teach our courses in the context of a Christian liberal arts education. We have rigorous coursework, hands-on experience, opportunities for internship, study abroad, to prepare them for a future as professionals while we're helping them grow in their faith.
Field experience for us could be shadowing doctors or dentists or veterinarians. One is this Healthcare in the Developing World course that we teach in Zambia. Students will shadow faculty and doctors there at the Macha Hospital, which is associated with Johns Hopkins University. There's just something about a field experience that just doesn't happen in a book.
It's definitely been very intense, but at the same time, all that work has provided a lot of opportunities and other jobs that I've gotten over the summer because of my academic career.
So people ask me what kind of companies hire electrical and computer engineers. Basically, if you plug it in or it has a battery in it, electrical engineers were involved. Every Messiah engineering student is guaranteed an internship with an on-campus organization called the Collaboratory. The Collaboratory's business model is that it pairs student teams with either faculty mentors or outside professionals to work on systems that either care for the earth or help disadvantaged people around the world. One of our more successful projects is a project that involves facilitating use of limited electric power called EMMS.
So I am the student project manager of the MMS team. And so what that means is that I head up a team of students and industry volunteers who are developing a system that makes it possible for schools and medical clinics to be able to efficiently share their limited solar power resources. Just the faculty and the way that they interact with the students to help them grow is such a powerful thing.
Absolutely filthy goal there. Boom goes the dynamite.
Welcome back to YBTV Sports on Falcon Update. I'm Libby Zimmerman.
And I'm Connor Zodi. It was a busy week here, Libby, at Messiah, with many of the Falcon teams hosting opponents here at Grantham and more on the road.
That's right, Connor, and all of our teams are really off to a strong start this season. In fact, this past Saturday, our cross-country teams picked up a pair of wins at the Aggie Invitational. Both men's and women's finished first, with the women claiming the team title for the second meet in a row. In addition, Luca Fetter, Ella Swain, and Delaney Turk also brought home individual placements.
For men's tennis, Lance Wilson was named MAC Commonwealth Men's Tennis Player of the Week after helping the Falcons defeat the University of Scranton in a 7-0 sweep last week.
Men's soccer is also playing a game right now at Shoemaker Field, so make sure to tune in the live stream on Go Messiah or stop down to the field to cheer on your Falcons after the show tonight. With all that being said, it's time for Falcon 4.
We take this highlight to Shoemaker Field, where Wednesday, just before the Marshmallow Bowl, the #1 ranked Messiah women's soccer team continued to do what they've been doing all season, dominate. Up 5-0 over Penn State Berks in the second half, first-year Nikki Davis added insult to injury with this play. Here, Ava Buckwalder has it for the Falcons, driving up the far side. Is going to go all the way to the corner, but there's nothing there. Finds Davis. Davis will go forward a little bit and then shoot one from way out and up and into the top left corner of the net for the goal. She knew that she had to act fast. People were closing in around her and caught a lot of players off guard with that fantastic shot right into the net. And the Falcons went on to soar to a 7-0 victory. Key contributors for the Falcons include Hannah Adair and Hannah Lashley, each with 2 goals, and Mia Libby with a goal and an assist. The Falcons then defeated Misericordia University on Saturday by a score of 3-1. They have outscored their opponents thus far 22-1. And they begin the second half of a 6-game home stretch tomorrow night when they host Shenandoah University.
What an impressive statistic. Now over to women's volleyball, as Messiah battled in a 5-game set against the Oberlins on Saturday at Messiah Invitational at home. The Falcons went back and forth with the Squirrels. Let's go ahead and take a look at this team play from the Falcons in a set 5, which resulted in a kill from first-year Sydney Wolf. Serve here from the Falcons over to the Squirrels. They pass it around a bit before Messiah goes ahead and gets the dig there, up to Quisenberry, who gets it over to Adams, hits it back over to the Osprey. They dig that, pass it around a bit before they get it back over to us. Block off Utsi and Quisenberry. The girls go back and forth, and right there, Sydney Wolf with the kill just finds that open spot right there in the middle. Set from Quisenberry and just a kill from Wolf. As you can see, the girls' chemistry is just impeccable here, finding that wide open spot right in the middle after a strong back and forth. Messiah would best the Oberlin in 5 sets thanks to Cynthia Bowler, who had 19 kills. Cassidy Dell added 45 assists, and Mackenzie Adams added 17 digs in the win. The 6-5 Falcons will be back in action on Wednesday as they take on the York Spartans at home at 7 p.m.
Also this past Wednesday, the Messiah field hockey team hosted 11th-ranked Ursinus College at Anderson Field. A tight defensive showdown, the game was scoreless in overtime. That is, until Caitlin Wetherill and Aubrey Clark finished the job in this unforgettable moment. Quick interception by Wetherill from the opponent and sends it right up to a one-on-one with Clark in front of the goalie, spins and scores! Incredible goal there. Teammates rush out ecstatic to congratulate her. As we look again, Clark was already behind a few of the opponents and knew right when the pass was intercepted that she could get a one-on-one. Breaks forward, great pass through the lane, and then she, like I said, had the one-on-one, just a little spin, faked out the goalie, and an easy tap-in. And that is the final 1-0 for the Falcons. Clark had a goal, Wetherill had the assist, and Joy Lippert had a great game as well in goal with 9 saves. Following this victory, the Falcons came up just short on Saturday in a narrow loss to number 2 Christopher Newport University in a shootout, which, funnily enough, also had a final score of 1-0. Their next game is this Wednesday when they travel to Baltimore to play Johns Hopkins University.
On Wednesday, the Messiah men's soccer team took on Elizabethtown in the annual Marshmallow Bowl on Shoemaker Field. The Falcons got out to an early start by possessing the ball and even scoring the first goal, thanks to Patrick Lee. You can see here just a clear shot from Patrick Lee on the PK there. Honestly, not much to say about it. He just runs right through all of the defenders there, and on a PK, he really had a clear shot there. What a nice celebration from all the guys. They've had a bit of a tough season, so I think this goal was really a groundbreaker for them. Just that goal right again. Just a beautiful moment of celebration between all the team, too, with this being such a big game for the Falcons, as it is played every year. The Falcons did go on to win 3-0, which was a huge win for the guys. The Falcons will get to win by defeating the Blue Jays in a score, like I said, of 3-0, which would... Sorry, that was the first win of the season. Freshman Ethan Quadrini joined Lee in the score sheet, as well as sophomore Kyle Spodnik.
And speaking of the Marshmallow Bowl, Livy, it's just, you have to be there. Pictures and videos don't do justice. I mean, what's your take on it?
That's true. I mean, I've been there for 2 out of my 4 years. I've been able to go and experience the Marshmallow Bowl, and it's one of those things that has immense long history, to get to know about the rivalry between Elizabethtown and Messiah. And it's really just a fun game, I think, to bring everybody into athletics. It pulls in a lot of students that don't normally come to games, and I think it really just builds the community here at Messiah in a different aspect of sports.
Very well said. I was lucky enough to go to it last year at Elizabethtown. I had a night class this year, so I only caught the very end of it. But just being pelted by marshmallows and also getting to throw them myself, kind of fun. Never thought I would enjoy a soccer game that much.
Exactly. And, well, that's unfortunately all we have for sports, but stay tuned because Charlie Jones is bringing us our newest edition of YB Tonight after the break.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, what's up, Alan?
Hey, have you seen the YBTV mug?
No, I haven't.
I thought I had it in my office, but it seems to have vanished. Hope nobody stole it. We need it for Monday night's show.
Huh. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for it.
Yeah, let me know if you find it, because you're hosting. We're going to need it, so I'll see you later.
My mind began racing with questions. Who could have stolen Alan's mug? Where could it have gone? What color is the sun? I needed answers, like a fish needs a bicycle. A lot. I'd started to grow tired, but I couldn't give up. Not just yet. I would never give up. I would keep fighting until I found the answer.
Charlie, wake up.
Oh, Alan, you're here. All right, thank God you're here. So, I think I got it all figured out, right? So if you take...
Charlie.
Yeah?
Have you been doing this since Wednesday?
I think so.
It's Monday. There's class in here in 30 minutes. Go shower. You smell.
Oh.
Wait a second. He's onto something. Join the Student Government Association on September 29th from 6 to 8 p.m. in the Larson Student Union for a town hall with Interim President John Stuckey and his cabinet. Come hear from John Stuckey and his team as they talk about how they serve Messiah University, answer questions, and listen to concerns from the student body. Bring a friend, grab a seat, and make your voice heard at Messiah University. September 29th from 6 to 8 p.m. in the Larson Student Union.
Good evening and welcome back to YB Tonight. I'm Charlie Jones and we've got an exciting show for you tonight. We're kicking off tonight's show with Chris Hubicki, a student traffic officer, and after that we will be interviewing Eli Garcia, one of Messiah's safety officers. After we spend some time getting to know them both, Chris and Eli will go head-to-head in a game honoring the Marshmallow Bowl this past Wednesday. You won't want to miss it after this break.
Every undergraduate engineering major at Messiah has a minimum
Don't ever
4-semester built-in internship in the program. So they're able to transition from the classroom learning environment to a project-based learning environment where they're being peer mentored, and they're also being mentored by professionals that serve as player coaches on their team.
The Collaboratory's business model is that it pairs student teams with either faculty mentors or outside professionals to work on systems that either care for the earth or help disadvantaged people around the world.
On the African continent, over 30% hand pumps at any one time are non-functional. This seems like the kind of problem that Jesus would care about, and I'm excited to be part of the Better Pumps team, working with Emma Workman, the student project manager.
Better Pumps is a project working to sustain a reliable water infrastructure for the users of hand pumps, specifically in Africa. We are testing the new bearings and the new seals specifically in the hand pumps to see if they will outlast the old design. I knew that I wanted to come to a Christian college to continue to grow in my faith. I love just having the opportunity to have relationships with my professors and stop in their office in the afternoon and just catch up about life.
Oh no. Oh boy. All right. Welcome back. I'm here with Chris Hubicki. Chris, how are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm doing good. I'm tired, but that's pretty normal right now. So.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, at this point in the semester, it's getting draining.
Oh yeah, it's catching up to me.
Oh yeah, the readings alone are keeping me up all night.
Yep.
But tell me, Chris, you work as a STO or student traffic officer. So, could you walk me through what the day-to-day looks like as an STO?
Yeah. So honestly, every day is kind of different. It depends really on the event that we're doing. Being SEO is like really flexible, actually, more flexible than people realize. We get a schedule of events through the next week-ish, maybe longer. And they say that we need help from this time to this time. And from there, I mean, it says, okay, if I can work this event, then I'll work that. And if I say I need to even cut it short a little bit, I can do that. But we say what events we're going to work, and we just go to dispatch and we sign in, get our radio, and from there it just depends on the event, what's happening. So really kind of quite simple in that sense, and helps with the stress a little bit, yeah, keeping it simple.
Gotcha. So is there any difference between your responsibilities on an event day versus a non-event day?
Again, it all really comes down to the event. So, for example, homecoming's coming up. One of the main things that we'll do as an STO is to do traffic for events, because of the bridge being a one-way traffic that can be kind of confusing for visitors on campus. Or helping with move-in. I've done that for the past few years now. Generally, we kind of plan things like that, for things like that, a little bit more than what people would realize. For example, with move-in, we were having new students go one direction. At University Ave being a whole loop around campus, we were having them go towards Brubaker and keep on going that direction because we had signs up pointing to different residence halls as you kept going around it. Now, it would be easier if somebody was at Noggle just to send them up the opposite direction, but when everybody's going the same way, especially when the people who are helping you move in are on the other side of the road, it's really helps them out a lot, as well as the parents, because it's a stressful time. So really, there's important reasons that we direct traffic. But on the other side of things, we'll do stuff for dances. If you've ever seen us standing around, making sure people are following the rules. A lot of things something that people don't realize is that Union is a health establishment, and that includes the whole of the Larson Student Union in that area. So keeping your shoes on is very important because that's a health code violation. So sometimes people want to take a break from the shoes because they can be uncomfortable, but it's really not that great of an idea in the long run for numerous reasons. So making sure people are being safe, not climbing on each other, trying to hurt each other in that sense. So that way everyone can just have a good time. Yeah.
Well, how are they supposed to have a good time if they can't take their shoes off and climb on each other?
I mean, there are many other ways, but I mean, it's kind of more of a liability standpoint for the university. We want to protect the university as well as the students in it. Different events like that, again, we can range from security for events all the way to doing traffic for commencement, soccer games, things like that.
Absolutely, and what a very vital position it is as well. Thank you for your service.
It's okay. It's a lot of fun. It gets me out of my dorm, so
nice.
I'm excited. Yeah, I always love working events, especially when I'm outside.
Well, is there anything you'd like to see changed within the safety department?
It's hard to pick one thing specifically as more important than the other, but the two that kind of pop to mind right now are offering this job as an internship would be great. For like, I know that criminal justice majors, I believe, have to have an internship or like some experience in the criminal justice field. And I'm not saying that it's a criminal breeding ground, but it's definitely a great opportunity to get into the more public sector than just the classroom. Maybe the pay is, it's a work study. It's about typical for a work study, but being a college student, I could always appreciate more pay. So that's the other thing that pops to mind. But honestly, I again enjoy the job for its benefits, and I try to do things in life that will make me happy, and not something that I'm going to be bored with. And this job is yet to prove me to the point where I want to quit. There's been its moments, but it's overall, there's not a dull moment in some ways.
That's a wonderful sentiment, and a great point too. Because honestly, getting it approved as an internship position, I think would be seems like a really solid transition. You know, a really good way for Messiah to facilitate their students getting that experience. Mm-hmm. But what has been your favorite memory working as an STO?
There's a lot of different things, and I'm sure I'm forgetting some stuff in my mind that's happened because I've worked so many events now. But one of the things that I love to do every year is watch the stage overnight for commencement. A lot of people don't realize that we do that, but we'll be out there till like 3, 4 in the morning watching the stage to make sure that it stays neat and orderly. We don't want people really messing with the chairs. The stage equipment is rented from a company called PA Audio, and we don't want their equipment getting damaged or anything happening to their equipment in that sense. We want commencement to be a good day for everyone and to run as smoothly as possible. So there's been a lot of interesting things that happen, like 12 o'clock in the morning, that you just don't expect. It's rained the past few years, unfortunately, but yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Gotcha. Yeah. So do you do anything like this off campus?
Kind of, sort of, not exactly. I'm an EMT in the state of New York, so I do work in the industry of first responders, and I've enjoyed it. I'm coming up on my recert. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it just because college is a lot right now, but I wanted to get something close to it back that I have back home, and I'm still outside. I'm still working a very technical field when it comes to public interaction and safety. So I've kind of been one of the things that's drove me towards this area in this job, this work study.
That's absolutely incredible. I mean, oh man, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
So is there anything, as we're getting to the end of our time here, is there anything that I may have missed or that you want to talk about?
No, I think that if anybody's interested in the job, for sure, check it out. Again, it has its moments, but I think it's a great way to get active, go to sporting events, watch sporting events from the track, which is great. That's a great way to watch the sporting events that not everyone gets. And I think most importantly is safety can be, something I've noticed is that safety can be kind of viewed as an authoritative standpoint, and they are here to uphold rules and make sure that campus policies are upheld and whatnot. But I think after working with the Department of Safety, they're really a bunch of great people, and they really have a heart for the students. So if you ever see a safety officer on campus, say hi. and make an interaction happen. They really like it when students talk to them because they feel involved in the student's life. And again, I think that applies to most staff here at Messiah. They want to watch students grow and be there and support them. And again, a lot of my coworkers are very supportive, if not all of them, in the safety department. And I'm just, again, couldn't be happier working with the people I work with.
Oh. Well, thank you so much for being here, Chris.
Yeah.
And thank you for watching. Right after the break, I'll chat with Eli Garcia about his role within safety. So stay tuned. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Messiah's helped me see my faith anew, mainly through the experiences I've gone with other professors and other students. I think it's important to understand that as Christians, we are all different. We all come from different backgrounds and we have different life experiences. I think it's really important that we get to understand and hear and listen to these people, and it's something that we can take a small part of their life and put into ours.
Join the Student Government Association on September 29th from 6 to 8 p.m. in the Larson Student Union for a town hall with Interim President John Stuckey and his cabinet. Come hear from John Stuckey and his team as they talk about how they serve Messiah University, answer questions, and listen to concerns from the student body. Bring a friend, grab a seat, and make your voice heard at Messiah University. September 29th from 6 to 8 p.m. in the Larson Student Union.
Welcome back. I'm here with Officer Eli Garcia. Eli, how have you been?
Good, not too bad. How about yourself, Charlie?
Oh, that's great to hear. I've been fantastic. Can't complain. You know, just living la vida loca.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
So, could you tell us, what is your official job title and what are your responsibilities in that role?
Yeah, so officially I am a second shift officer for the Department of Safety. Second shift is essentially I work from 2 p.m. to midnight. And what I do in that role is essentially just work for the Department of Safety and make sure that not only the student body, but Messiah University community stays safe and also likes to have a little fun as well.
Gotcha. And how long have you been working as a second shift?
So I started back in December of last year, so it's about been 8 to 9 months now that I'm working, so yeah.
Wow. So in your time being at Safety, has there been anything you noticed that you'd like to see changed or improved?
I think the biggest thing is just the relationship with the students. In my short time here, I've recognized that the students don't entirely know what we're here for, and I just want to kind of improve that relationship with the student body and help them realize that we're here more of a resource, not as a policy or a law enforcer, so to say.
Absolutely. And what sort of ways would you like to see that change be implemented?
I think it has to do with a lot of the Department of Safety. I mean, I know my mission coming here was to just get out some more athletic games. I know we have some issues with athletics, and I know that's kind of why I'm here today, to talk a little bit about that. But just making more of a presence in the community, whether it's in the classroom, whether it's just at kind of like Larson, like the Union, a lot of student gathering buildings and stuff like that. I think that we can just make more of a presence and around campus, and yeah.
Absolutely. I think it's so important to be upkeeping that, that good community relations there.
For sure, for sure.
So what has Messiah meant to you?
Messiah's meant a lot, actually. I came here a long time ago, and the men's soccer holds the overnight camp that's pretty popular in the summer. So I used to always go there every year with a bunch of my friends. So, and I grew up in Mechanicsburg. I live 10 minutes from here, so I'm very familiar with the university and what it means to so many people. To me, it's meant a second chance. Right out of college, I applied to the police academy, and I actually got beat out by 2 other candidates. So unfortunately, I did not get in. And fortunately, though, Messiah University Department of Safety was hiring on it wasn't LinkedIn, it was Indeed. Indeed has all those job openings. So I saw Messiah University, and I took a chance on it, and you know, they took a chance on me. I'm pretty sure I'm one of, if not the youngest officer they've ever hired in the Department of Safety, so it was kind of just a match made in heaven, so to speak, and they've given me a chance to kind of show what I can do for not only Messiah University, but just the public in general, and in terms of their safety and their personal conduct. So it's been awesome working here, and I'm truly grateful.
Yeah, well, you know what they say. When God closes a door, you jump through a window.
Very true. I like that. I like that a lot.
Speaking of, how has your faith interacted with your role here at Messiah?
It's certainly grown a lot since I've started working here. Ever since I graduated college, I started getting closer to God, and you know, He gives His toughest battles to His strongest warriors, and that's something I've kind of lived by coming here, and I try to use that in my everyday interactions with, whether it's with the students, faculty, administrators, professors, just encouraging a faith-based relationship in every interaction you have is just so important, especially in a role of public safety. I mean, you're usually encountering people when it's not the greatest of circumstances, or they're having a bad day, or they're just upset, and you know, coming into that with an empathetic kind of mindset, knowing that the Lord is leading the way and has our back, and no matter what, can really not only change how you interact with someone, but it also can change someone's life, for sure.
Wow. So could you walk us through what does the day in the life look like for you?
Yeah, for sure. It's a lot less glamorous, as I'm sure you would have expected, but I come in and we do a small debriefing with the officer who was previously on shift. So I usually talk to a lot of the first shift officers, and we kind of debrief, okay, anything that happened during the day, anything significant, anything that we need to know about going forward, as my shift goes into the late evening and into the early morning a little bit. So I first start with that, go through emails, do some of the administrative stuff, the not so pretty stuff, right? Answering emails, talking to the big boss about a couple things. After that, kind of one of our main tasks is to do lockup. So we're securing buildings that are all locked up at different times. All of the academic buildings are all open till late, so that students can study and do whatever they need to do in those buildings. So those are more towards third shift. So I do a lot of the administrative buildings, such as like Old Main and the Welcome Center, like the Agape Center and Angle Center. So those types of buildings, I'll go around, lock up, make sure they're secure, make sure no one's kind of loitering around or messing around in there. After that, I'll come back, have my dinner around 7 or 8 o'clock. I'll go back out, and that's when I'll usually start just patrolling. I'll try to, if there's any sporting events, I'll always try to make a point to get out to those. I know there's a men's soccer game tonight, so I'm definitely trying to make it to that after this is over. Yeah, just patrolling. We will do our required ticketing that we gotta go out and find a lot to ticket. But yeah, other than that, just patrolling, making sure everyone's being safe and doing all right on every night. So yeah.
Gotcha. Well, is there anything else you want to say before our time closes out here?
For sure. I think the only thing I want to mention is that the Department of Safety is a resource for not only the student body, but just the Messiah University community. I don't want the Messiah community to think of us as we just enforce policies and we're looking to get you in trouble, because that's not what we're here for. We're here to really get you ready for the real world, what's coming next. And I think it helps with how young I am. I'm only 1 year older than some of the seniors, if not the same age. So I think that kind of relevance and youth kind of brings a lot of commonality between myself and the student body, and I want them to know that we're a resource. We want you to do well. We want you to succeed. And sometimes that looks like, hey, you make a mistake, and we're just here to help you out and just guide you along the way. So I want to just strengthen that relationship, and I want everyone to know that we're here to help you out. If you have any issues, if you have a problem, if you feel uncomfortable about something, please reach out to us. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my spiel.
That's awesome. Well, Thank you so much for your time, Eli.
Yes,
and don't go anywhere. We're going to take a short break, but when we come back, Officer Garcia and Chris will go head-to-head in a game of marshmallow roulette. Stick around.
Messiah's helped me see my faith anew, mainly through the experiences I've gone with other professors and other students. I think it's important to understand that as Christians, we are all different. We all come from different backgrounds and we have different life experiences. I think it's really important that we get to understand and hear and listen to these people, and it's something that we can take a small part of their life and put into ours.
So people ask me what kind of companies hire electrical and computer engineers. Basically, if you plug it in or it has a battery in it, electrical engineers were involved. Every Messiah engineering student is guaranteed an internship with an on-campus organization called the Collaboratory. The Collaboratory's business model is that it pairs student teams with either faculty mentors or outside professionals to work on systems that either care for the earth or help disadvantaged people around the world. One of our more successful projects is a project that involves facilitating use of limited electric power called EMMS.
So I am the student project manager of the MMS team, and so what that means is that I head up a team of students and industry volunteers who are developing a system that makes it possible for schools and medical clinics to be able to efficiently share their limited solar power resources. Just the faculty and the way that they interact with the students to help them grow is such a powerful thing.
Join the Student Government Association on September 29th from 6 to 8 p.m. in the Larson Student Union for a town hall with Interim President John Stuckey and his cabinet. Come hear from John Stuckey and his team as they talk about how they serve Messiah University, answer questions, and listen to concerns from the student body. Bring a friend, grab a seat, and make your voice heard at Messiah University. September 29th from 6 to 8 p.m. in the Larson Student Union.
Welcome back to YB Tonight. I'm Charlie Jones, joined by one of Messiah's safety officers, Eli Garcia, and a student traffic officer, Chris Hubicki. They're about to go head-to-head in a little marshmallow trivia in honor of the Marshmallow Bowl this past Wednesday. I have here a set of 8 questions regarding the history of the Marshmallow Bowl. The faster you are to answer helps you. Otherwise, you get 1 marshmallow in your mouth, and you must say Chubby Bunny if time is up. The person with the least amount of marshmallows wins. Are you both ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, starting off strong. Every year, Messiah faces the same opponent in the Marshmallow Bowl. Now, first to answer, who is the opponent every year for the Marshmallow Bowl?
That's him.
I heard.
Yeah.
It is Elizabethtown.
Yes, sir. E-Town. That's going to be a marshmallow for you, Chris. Alrighty. Now, what year did the Marshmallow Bowl start? Chris?
2015.
No, that's going to be a marshmallow for you.
Do I have to guess? I think it's a little bit farther back. I'm going to go 2008.
Ooh, sorry, we were looking for 1987. That's a marshmallow for both of you. Alrighty, moving right along. What was the longest streak that Messiah has won the Marshmallow Bowl? We don't. Oh, go for it.
I'm going to go 6 games.
Ooh, close, but no. That's going to be marshmallow.
4 games.
No, unfortunately, that is incorrect. That's going to be another marshmallow for you as well. The answer is 8 games in an 8-game streak from 2008 to 2013.
That's a lot longer than I thought.
I know, right? And fun fact, the longest Marshmallow Bowl game went to double overtime and ended in a draw at 0-0.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, deadlocked. Whew. Alrighty, moving on. Which Messiah sports team participates in the annual Marshmallow Bowl?
Oh, men's soccer.
You got it. That's going to be a marshmallow for you.
Who's faster than me?
Alrighty. Question 5. What is the furthest distance a marshmallow has been thrown? And here's a hint. It's in the 200s.
235 feet.
Ooh, so close. I might give it to you for proximity, unless Eli can get closer.
I'm going to go 238 feet.
It was 241 feet. Oof. So I say that's a marshmallow for both of you.
Fair enough.
Now, when were marshmallows originally invented? Oh, I'm so sorry. Where were marshmallows originally invented? And here's a little hint for you. This place is also known for the creation of crepes.
France?
You got it. That's another marshmallow for you, Chris.
Yep, world geography class paid off.
Chris, how are you holding up over there? You seem... No? Okay. Well, we are moving right along. We're in our last two questions here. So, question 7. When were s'mores invented? And here's a hint for you. It was between 1920 and 1929.
1924.
Oh, close.
Yep.
I'll go 1928.
Oh, so close. The answer we were looking for is 1927. That's another marshmallow for both of you.
Yeah.
And fun fact, Girl Scouts are known to be the first to invent s'mores based on the recipe for the treat called some more.
Huh.
Interesting.
The more you know.
Now, our final question. Are you two ready?
Yes. Yes, sir.
All righty. What can marshmallows do to help you get better from illness?
I'm just going to take a wild guess. I'm going to go reduce fever.
Ooh, not quite.
Give you energy because of like the sugar.
Unfortunately, it actually is not due to the infectious sugar within the marshmallow. In fact, it actually comes from the marshmallow root's natural ability to help soothe irritation in your throat.
Wow.
Very interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, right? Hey, you know, there's medicine all around us. But that brings us to the conclusion of our game. I believe we have a very clear-cut winner here with Officer Garcia.
Very nice.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us here tonight on YB Tonight. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have left for. But tune in next week for more YBTV. Good night, Messiah.